Everyone, and welcome to the July Hangout for the education group at the Next Gen Genealogy Network. My name is Shannon Combs Bennett, and I am so happy to be here with you again today to go through what I think are some absolutely fantastic ways that you can reuse and repurpose old blog posts, articles, presentations, handouts, and all sorts of different things that you may create throughout the course of your genealogical career, whether that be personal research, professional research, help with your local society, you name it. There are different ways that you can put a new spin on old things. So that's going to be our conversation for the next 15 or so minutes today. So first off, since so many of us write blogs for genealogy, I wanted to talk about that first because there are some really good things that you can do that you may not have thought of before. First of all, think about where else you could post it. If you've written a blog post for your personal blog, well, is there someone else who might like it as a guest post for theirs? Maybe a society, historical group, a library, another place that, maybe needs more content. Look around, you never know, right? Until you find out and you ask. So you can also think about different audiences who might be rewarded, be interested in that post, and try to target a different segment of the population, not just genealogists. You can also, if you, let's say you did a 100 to 200 word quick little blog post or microblog for something, why don't you try to flesh it out a little bit and see if you can get put in a newsletter or make it even a little bit bigger and see if you can get published as an article somewhere. Of course, on the reverse side, you could always take those long posts and even articles that you've written or newsletter articles you've written and cut it up into little teasers or smaller posts that you could put then on a blog. It kind of works both ways. I hope you can see that. So the other thing you could do with a story, an article, a blog post that you've written is maybe retell the story but from a different perspective or with a different emphasis. Let's say in a blog post, maybe you were talking about a specific ancestor. Well, maybe you can switch it up a little bit using a lot of the same information and this time talk about the place or the activity more that was going on. Just try to, refresh your content a little bit. And then from that, I kind of want to jump into how you can then take your publications, your writings, and maybe turn them into a new format. And sometimes this can scare people, but you know what? If you don't try it, you won't know if it works for you, right? So, maybe you've created a video or something like this. Well, let's see if we can turn that audio maybe into a podcast or a different type of recording. Or maybe take it and actually put it in words and publish it that way. If you've written a how-to article, maybe turn it into, I don't know, a top 5 or a top 10 list. If you've already written an article about, the top 10 things you like about, I don't know, researching at the archives. Maybe you can turn it into an opinion piece on why you like searching at a specific location over a different one, or just about that location in general. The other thing you can do is if you've done webinars for yourself or you have access to other, if you have access, you want to do a Hangout like this, or you can create videos on your computer, why don't you turn presentations into video tutorials on your own YouTube channel? That would be a great way to get things out there in a different way. You can also turn some of your heavy visual content blog posts, or if you have a Flickr account or other things like that, why don't you make a Pinterest board? You know, blog posts that are heavy in images can very easily be put on a Pinterest board, and that way you make the most of your pictures by sharing them on different spots. You can also create infographics from some of your posts. That way, you know, everything is in a nice little picture and it's right there. Infographics are fun and cool, I always think. So I hope you're starting to see that there's a lot of different ways that you can, honestly, the sky's the limit. If you go out and Google repurpose old presentations or reusing prior content or search terms like that, you're going to come up with literally pages and pages of information that should give you a lot of different ideas. The important thing is, once you start writing or researching or really putting your stuff together, start thinking about all the different ways you can get it out to the public. Not everybody reads blog posts, so you're going to need to start thinking about, can I make it into a presentation? Can I make it into a print article? Can I put it out there on YouTube? All of those are very valid points. The other thing you can do is, I have a Pinterest board. You know, maybe you've been collecting tombstones or collecting images of certain things. Well, can you take that information and put it into print or put it into a presentation which you would give to other people? Let's say you've been doing a lot of data analysis on a specific problem or a question. Well, is that type of analysis or that type of research, the way you researched, is that a good way to, maybe somebody else would benefit from learning how to do that as well? You never know unless you put it out there. Maybe your method of collecting data, analyzing it, using it on a spreadsheet, even putting it in 3-ring binders, maybe that would be beneficial to somebody else because it's a way that would make more sense to them. Let's see here. What else do I have on my little list on the screen here? Also, I kind of mentioned this a little bit already, but look for other things outside of the genealogy world. You can also look for, you know, I participate in a group called Elder Study, and they have me come in once every 6 months and talk about different genealogy topics. It's a group for retirees who get together and learn about something different every month. There might be something in your area. They talk about all sorts of things, and they just recently, about a year ago, wanted to start including a genealogist. Reach out to other groups in your area, reach out to the libraries, historical societies. Maybe you enjoy researching a specific time period. Is there a group, an association, a organization that specializes in that group or that time period that would be interested in hearing what you have to say? Take that, repurpose it. You can also turn blog posts and presentations from slides very easily into guides. Guides are very popular right now because they are, you know, only a couple pages long. They're not as thick and as heavy and as detailed as an actual book, but, you know, a quick guide type thing, or whatever you want to call them, where it's, you know, just like 2, maybe 4 pages, and it's real brief, and it'll tell you exactly what you need to know if you're on the run somewhere. Those are very popular. Do you know something about a specific time frame, time period, record set, repository that you could create a guide or a brief about? Do it. Put it out there. There's all sorts of different things. If you just think a little bit outside the box and think a little bit outside of your comfort zone, I'm pretty sure you can figure out all sorts of ways to reuse, repurpose, and rebrand your information. On that note, I don't have much else to tell you. It was a real quick topic today. August is coming up. I don't know what we're going to be talking about then. I'm trying to get through a whole bunch of deadlines myself, but hopefully before the next Hangout, I will have a list for what we're going to be doing August through December. Like always, if you have a comment, question, concern, please leave us a message below or go join our Facebook page, Next Gen Genealogy Network. We'd love to have you. Let me know if there's something that you're desperately trying to learn more about, and I will see if I can put a panel together or if I can put together a short 10 to 15-minute video for you as well. And on that note, it's been great. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.